And that's not the worst thing in the world. It can work. But if they're continuing to stand straight up, then there's an adjustment that has to be made. So for most of your guys, just get them back into that same position. Okay? That same position we tossed with in the beginning. So athletic, knees bent, and nice and soft. Okay? From there, they have their stance. So their hands are up near their shoulder height. They have a little bit of shifting. One of the things I like to talk about is making sure that they look hitterish, or they look ready to go. You'll get some of your kids up there, scared to death, killing the bat, white knuckling it like I'm on a roller coaster, right? And they're like, and they look like they're about to die, right? They're afraid. Because if a kid's pitching especially, they don't know where the heck it's going. And that is very nerve-wracking, okay? How do we get them over that? That's a tough one. Again, with a kid that's really struggling, they might be just some front toss with a tennis ball. They're letting them learn how to throw in a tennis ball and learning how to take a pitch or get hit in the right spot. You know, a lot of kids we talk about, the ball starts coming at them and they open up and they get in this really vulnerable position. So again, their feet are parallel to the plate. You will get some kids that open up a little bit, but most importantly, all this stuff doesn't really matter. If you watch stances in the major leagues and Euclid and these crazy things that happen and guys that do stuff, that doesn't really matter so much. Focus more on when their front foot hits. If they get in a good position when their front foot hits, they're going to have a lot more success. So what does that look like? So they start with their weight balance, 50-50, and then when their front foot gets out there, we need to make sure that they're pretty wide. Because the whole thing about hitting like throwing is taking weight from inside this back leg, inside this foot, to inside this foot. Throwing the same thing. I have weight here, and I shift weight to here, and then this rotates around this, and I throw. Hitting's the same thing. I take weight from in here, not over here. You'll see kids get weight way back, and then they get stuck. And then their foot goes out, their weight's still here, and they fly open, and they can't hit ever. So we want to make sure that when they stride and step, that they have that triangle still. Their head is right between their feet, and they're going to have more weight back because their hands are here. Okay? What you'll see is some kids step, and their weight comes forward, or their hands come forward with that. We want to make sure routinely, every single time, and you can just do this in your command-style drill work, is take your batting stances, guys. This could be on the infield dirt. And I've recommended dirt, so now you can draw that line and put their feet on the line. Okay? So that's going to be something that comes up. So we're on the line, take your batting stance, okay, stride out. When they stride out, a couple things we like to see in all hitters is their front heel's off the ground. If their front heel's off the ground, they haven't committed their weight to their front foot yet. When you see guys stride and take the weight onto their front leg, they're going to be in trouble. They're never going to be a good hitter. Okay? They need to make sure they're getting inside the back leg with their hands loaded up in this good, strong position. All right? So batting stance and stride out. That's it right there. And you just get them back to that. So batting stance, stride out. Their hands